Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Hartzler, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my website and Google Classroom. So the very first thing, the most important thing for my class is for the most part going to be my website. That's where I put all my additional resources, all the YouTube videos I've made that directly link to class, and I want to show you how to find that. So let's do it. So you can see my screen, and I might be looking at the webcam, might be looking at my screen, might look at my keyboard, you know, never know. But let's just follow along here. So I'm in Google. You guys all have Chromebooks. Use your Chromebook, type it into the search bar, and we're going to type in Mr. Ooh, I can't spell my own name. Hartzler, Hartzler. And I'm going to hit enter. Awesome, just literally my name. Boom, top link. That's going to be the same for you. I've done this enough times. That's how it is. It's sweet. You can see the About Me section. STEM Algebra 2 pops up pretty quick too. We actually probably don't want that one. Let's go to the main one. Let's check this out. Look at that. My website, Mr. Hartzler's Classroom. I actually took that photo, so yeah, be proud of me. Anyway, up at the top you'll see home. I'm actually zoomed in. I'm going to zoom out just a touch. Come on. There. Whoop, whoop. Ah, there we go. So this is what the page should look like. Yeah, you're seeing what I'm seeing. Cool. We have home, and from here you can click on any of the classes or Ecology Club, because I'm the advisor for that, at least right now. It is 2020, so that's what I'm doing there. My philosophy on education, if you're curious about that at all, none of you will be. Maybe your parents are. What I teach, purpose of this website, that kind of stuff. And you can click on any link right there to follow me on any of the social media platforms. So let's hop over to Algebra 2. So you see if I just hover over that, it provides you with tons of awesome links, right? Top one's going to be your calendar, and then in order, all the units. Now, this is numerically the order. I don't necessarily do it in this order. Typically, actually, since we've changed since we've changed textbooks, this is pretty much the order I follow. There's a couple of things that'll be switched around or combined, but in general, this will get you there. But let me just click on Algebra 2, because I was just a happy clicker, as they used to say. Clicked on Algebra 2. This pops up. Some great links here. And you got your calendar here. You also have it up at the top if you just go down one. We talked about that. A chapter-by-chapter plan. So that's not necessarily for you. And it's all of these things, by the way, are a work in progress. Right now, I only have the calendar out for like a week. But as we go, I'll add to that. Chapter by chapter plan, that is kind of my template for all the years, and sometimes I get lazy. So I think right now I just have chapter 1, and then like chapter 4 is when I started working on that again. But in general, that'll tell you where things are all at. Syllabus is on here, very important for you guys, for all of you to kind of check that out. Make sure you understand what my expectations are for you. And then Zoom expectations, because 2020, that's this year, that's going to be a crazy year. So, and then you can get to all the chapters from here too. And what is special about this class, if you're just, I don't want to read some, there you go. Now let's click on the calendar. My calendar is set up for all of my classes. It's set up the exact same way, so please take a peek no matter what class you're in. And right now, let's go to week 1. That's September 1st through September 4th. Again, this is year 2020. I'm going to set up my calendar a little differently than I have in the past, but it's all still going to be very similar, just slightly different. So this year we're going to have A through K and L through Z coming in on different days. So I wanted to make sure everybody was as crystal clear as, I'm not in my video, as crystal clear as possible about what that all is going to look like. So if you're A through K, you're following this plan right here. The top one is virtual day. We're not actually in school that day. That's the last day of August, but this is where I'm going to put up my template. So the top line in each of these, the top row is going to be the learning target for the day or the specific topic, because it's not necessarily a learning target. Sometimes it's a topic, especially in engineering. And then this middle one is what you're actually going to be doing that day. Are you watching a video? Are you taking some notes? Are we going through a presentation? What are you doing specifically? And I try and hyperlink everything as often as possible. So then the bottom spot is what are you going to be turning in this day? So if this is like first day in person, there's nothing for A through K to actually turn in. And same thing actually for our online L through Zs, because I just haven't seen them yet. I just don't expect anything to be turned in. So that might change. I don't know. But now let's look at day 2 online for A through K. You're going to turn in informational survey on Google Classroom. And I'm going to add period. This is algebra, so I'm going to add period 2 and then a period 5. Those are my 2 periods I'm teaching that this year. I'm going to add links right there, or you can go into Google Classroom. It's all going to be in there too. But this is telling you what you're going to do, and this is going to be a Friday then. What is turned in on that Friday, on that day that is located. All right, then L through Z, same situation. You're down here. Topic we're going to be doing, topic we're going to be discussing, then the thing you're actually doing, and then what is going to be turned in that day. Just an important piece for you guys to all just pay attention to. Now let's go on to week 2. You notice I'm all the way down at the bottom of my screen. It's over there? Yeah, I think I'm pointing in the right direction. And now we're getting into some more interesting stuff, right? You've seen me a couple of times now, and we've had our first Zoom meeting. So this is Monday, September 7th. I can Zoom effectively. That's your target. That's the goal. And then all of the things we're going to do during that. That's where we're all going to be together, one big group. It's going to be awesome, I hope. Hopefully a lot of you got kind of used to doing this last year in the spring, and I got pretty used to it. I know a lot of my students, I think, did really well with it, and hopefully we can keep that up. I Zoomed every single school day in the spring. I did. Mostly so that I could get better, but so we could all communicate. We could talk to each other. We could ask each other questions and see how everybody was doing, because it's hard emotionally, too, to be away from everybody. I get that. So that's why I Zoom often, and I'm going to try and do a quick little Instagram every day, not necessarily live because I don't have enough data to do that while I'm at the school, but I'll record a little video and I'll post that, hopefully every single day. That's what I also did during the spring, so I'm hoping that kind of all works together again, all jives well, and we can make some good progress. But again, after that first week, I'm going to date everything on the left. So now it's Monday, the 7th. I can Zoom effectively. And then in the session, what are we doing that period? And what am I expecting you to do? I'll discuss and that's me. I'll discuss the Zoom expectations, and we will meet the entire class for the first time. Remember that I'll be using a screenshot to take attendance. So to take attendance, once everybody's kind of signed in, probably 5 minutes into each period, I'm just going to do a little snip and screenshot my whole screen. That way I can take attendance later, and we're not wasting that time in class. It's going to be great then, because I can also see your faces, because I'm going to ask you to turn your video on, at least for that small little portion, right? Just for like 30-second snap. And sometimes we'll do wacky faces, sometimes we'll do smiley faces, sometimes we'll do frowny face. I don't know. We'll do something, though. All right, so you must be on the Zoom call during our period's time. So we'll talk about that the first couple of days of school, but there will be an allotted time you are expected to hop into my Zoom call, so make sure you do that. Now let's move on to Tuesday. For A through K, you're in person. That's green. Green for go. I'm excited to see you. Down here, L through Z, sorry, you'd be yellow. But you'll notice that things are very, very similar. We're going to have a lot of overlap. I'm going to try and have pretty much every day just constantly flowing. Sometimes you're going to be at home doing stuff. Sometimes you're in. But in general, whether you're at home or in the class, you're doing the same thing. That's my hope. Okay, we'll see how that works. All right, so chapter 1.1, that's our topic. And I kind of write some questions there that hopefully you can answer by the end of that period. And what we're going to do, examples from the textbook will be presented, and students will have time to work on problems. Awesome. And the thing you're going to be turning in is 1.1 quiz. This is posted on Classroom. It's due by midnight. That's so I can take attendance for the L through Zs that are sitting at home. So same topic, same I can statement, same questions, but instead of me talking to you, I have a YouTube video. The great thing is, if you're in A through K and you were absent, boom, watch my YouTube videos just like you were virtual that day. Okay, that's kind of the whole point here. So if you're absent for whatever reason, just see what maybe the other group is working on, and maybe you can do that same thing. It's going to be great. And then what you're turning in, 1.1 quiz. This is posted on Classroom, due by midnight. I have extra words here. This assignment will be used to take attendance. So if you have issues seeing or completing the assignment, email me. That is critical these first couple of weeks. If you're supposed to turn something in, which you will every day you're working from home, no matter what your letter is, if you're at home that day, you need to be sending something to me so that I can grade you. Okay? The goal is, and I'll talk to you when you're in person too, but have your subject line be the class you have me with, and just the period you're with me. That'd be awesome. Just like Algebra 2, 5th period. That would be perfect. And then in your email say, hey, I had issues opening up X, Y, or Z, or all three, and just wanted to make sure you had my attendance. Something like that. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna get through this. And you'll see I've tried to hyperlink some stuff, because some things, even if you're in person, like Wednesday, L through Z's, you're going to be working through something on Desmos. You can click this link, go straight there. It is going to be so cool, but make sure your Chromebook's charged. We're going to do a lot of stuff on the Chromebook. We do a lot of stuff like paper and pencil, mostly just because I don't like staring at screens. I know you don't like staring at screens. And if you're in the school, why not stare at a screen at least a little bit? So we'll do what we can. All right, so I've showed you my calendar. Let's make sure we know how to find it. So again, I'm in any subject or my home screen. hover over whatever subject you have with me, click calendar. It's awesome. No matter what section of IED or intro engineering design you're in, that calendar is the same. Now engineering is a little bit different, right? Because we have some CAD tutorials for intro engineering, and then we have design challenges for intro engineering. This website is also a collection for me. I can put all of my stuff here. I know where it is. I can find it in future years. So not all of this is in the right order for the design challenges and things. But let's go down to Unit 1 for intro engineering. Click on that. Here's some stuff. Here's a presentation that I have made / edited / adopted, whatever, from all kinds of places. And I want you to go through that at some point. Try to put some pictures in here. Haven't moved. Lights went out. Oh well. Got a desk lamp. We good. This happens a lot in my videos. All right, and then I've kind of created some stuff on my website to hopefully help you. And then I've added links in here too. These are all buttons. Click on these buttons if you want to get sent to somewhere else where I have some good information, you know? Down here, instant challenge, boom, gave you a little bit of a timeline down here. And that button, that's a link to wherever you're going to get your design brief. Right there it says design brief, says what it is. It's going to be great. Let's go back to algebra. Let's go to Unit 1 or Topic 1. I call them different things. I don't know why. So here you can see my platform for videos. Okay, I've tried to increase my YouTube channel a good bit in the last couple of years. You can ask some of my former students, and they know I talk about Hartzler University. It's my YouTube channel all the time. So key features of functions, boom, right here. Click on it, watch the video here, or go to my YouTube channel. But in my website, I try and organize everything with the order that I'm going to be sharing it with you. So we keep scrolling, boom, there's some stuff. Oh, this looks different, right? I've got some words here. I've got some stuff going on. Mini project. Again, I told you this is a collection for all of my future years too. So I'm trying to help me stay organized forever. So we may or may not do these projects, but doesn't mean they're not a great resource for you. A lot of the times, just bumped my microphone. A lot of the times they're resources for you to go find something extra. Maybe it's through Desmos. It could be all kinds of other things or just other resources I found and pulled together. So even if we aren't doing these projects in class, doesn't mean they're not worth clicking on. So give it a click. See if you're interested. See if it's Desmos or something. You work through some project, get some extra help. It's sweet. Keep scrolling, more videos. You know, I'm trying to make videos. I don't have videos for every little thing, but I have videos for a lot. Let's go check out POE because they're a little bit different because their subjects are broken up smaller. So let's go into Unit 1. Then you'll notice I can go over and hit some other options up in there. So let's hit mechanisms. So here I have some simple machines. I have a Kahoot. You'll notice I wrote there, not mine. I didn't make it. I stole it from somebody else with their permission. So I guess I'm using it from somebody else. I don't know, borrowing seems weird because they're still using it too. Anyway, that's there. That's an option for you to practice, do some stuff. Simple Machines Selfie, that's a project I've done in the last couple of years, and I actually forgot about. Definitely need to incorporate that into my calendar. But you have some definitions here, some tips and tricks, some ideas, and I linked videos. Notice I didn't do this. I'm not an animator at all. Terrible at that kind of stuff. I do some drawings. Anyway, these aren't my video. Doesn't mean they're not bad video, right? I watched it, the whole thing, and decided it was a great video for you, and I'm sharing it with you through my website. So check these out. Look at whatever videos I put there are for a reason. So here's a gear simulator. That's to help you, not to help me, right? So this I probably won't use in class. Maybe I do, maybe I don't, but this is for you. Check that stuff out. And then as design challenge, we got a big old project right in here. It's through that, it's even all hyperlinked. It's sweet. If you're ever curious about me a little bit more, you'll learn a ton because I'm an open book. But here's a little bit about, clearly I have something on my editor for the website that I need to get rid of. But this is about me, my education background. But I'll talk about it since I'm here, right? Making a video. It's only 14 minutes. I'll make a separate video for that. No big deal. All right, now let's go to classroom. So I'm going to type in classroom. Boop, there it is. All right, let's go to IED. Let's go to classwork. All right, up at the very tippity top, we have resources. That's where I'm going to put important things to you. Important links. Let's view this material. Oh, I didn't put it in here. Let's go to Algebra 2. All this is still a work in project. It's still working on it. So here we have resources, and I've linked my website. I've linked my YouTube channel, which is Hartzler University. Search that, and it'll pop right up. And my calendar for Algebra 2. In this particular case, that's the class we're in. As we go, I'm going to keep adding stuff. I'm going to keep tweaking stuff. So here you'll see a little bit more in here period 3 IED has some more stuff going on. I have an assignment that is scheduled, so it's not popped up yet. Sometimes I might click the wrong date. Let me know if there's something that's supposed to pop up but isn't. Okay, you'll still be accountable for that, so you're going to want to let me know. And here's an assignment that's already available. Some kids can start doing that. It's assigned to the 3 that have joined my class so far, and it'll keep going. We'll keep building. I'm going to try and label everything as week 2 and then week 3 and so on for all my classes, just to help organize. Some of them might end up be by the project. So instead of being like week 4, week 5, it might be compound machine project, and everything's going to be in that until we're done with that project. And let's see here, Zoom expectations. It's in here, but it's also on my website. I showed you all how to find that. So over on the left too, this all topics, and you can click between the different ones, especially as we get to like week 30. You'll want to just click week 30, right, and skip right to that stuff. In the stream, this is where I'm going to be just making announcements, saying hello, saying goodbye, all kinds of weird stuff like that. So the stream's not a phenomenal place to be. You might want to, you'll hop there anyway, you start there. So maybe read the top thing because it's the most recent stuff, just whatever important thing I maybe announced. But you're going to want to go into classwork if you're looking at any kind of assignments. Hop in there, scroll to whichever week we're on, and check that stuff out. If you ever have any questions though, please send me an email. If for whatever reason you're having an issue, send me an email, let me know. I'd rather you send me 5 emails, 4 of them asking different questions as you were going through stuff, and then the 5th one saying, never mind, figured it all out. That's fine. Do that. I'd rather the 5 emails than none, and then all of a sudden you and the administrators and your parents are all mad at me because I didn't answer one of your questions that you never asked me. So there's that. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, I don't know, hit that like button. There's not really, hopefully there's nothing to comment about. I'm going to make another video on who I am. Watch that one. Hopefully that one pops up next. But I'm excited to see all of you guys. This is 2020 and 2021. It's going to be a great year. Have a lot of freshmen coming in, and my classes look decently full. So, see you soon. Bye, folks.